Joining us this episode is Dr. Adam Sacedo, Medical Advisor and Director of FG Express and Forever Green International in Orem, Utah, and PowerStrip subject matter expert, and chiropractor Dr. Joe Gilson to share with us more about a unique topical pain solution with a valuable twist. Dr. Sacedo, Dr. Gilson, welcome to Ultimate Skincare and Beauty Report.
Thank you. Appreciate being here, Mary.
Thanks, Mary. Thanks for having us.
It's great to have you both on the show. So, Dr. Sacedo, PowerStrip serves more than one function. Aside from addressing minor pain issues, this patch offers additional benefit. Was this the intention behind creating PowerStrips? And what else does this patch do?
Well, the patch was designed originally to provide for the temporary relief of pain, and it does so very effectively. The patch is designed to be worn, if needed, daily and over time. So early on, year and a half, about 14 months ago, we started getting feedback from folks that have been wearing the PowerStrip on a regular basis, and the feedback was that their skin was looking better, that cosmetically it was improving, and that certain rashes were improving, and we started to investigate this. And I'm currently doing a survey, a clinical survey of the impact on the look and feel of skin of PowerStrips, and I'm finding that the reports that we were getting are accurate. I'm collecting data which should be available hopefully in the next couple of months. But what we've got is a product that was designed, as I said, for pain, and we've learned that there is another application for it, and that it's surprisingly effective for the treatment or the improvement of the look and feel of skin.
That's incredible. So what are the active ingredients that address skincare issues, and how do they work to give nutrition to the skin?
That's a great question. As I said, it was designed for pain, and we started thinking, well, why is it working so well with skin? But it really wasn't a surprise. As you step back and you look at what the skin needs to look good, to feel good, to improve its appearance, the technology that's built into PowerStrips plays a significant role in that, as do the nutritional ingredients. So I talked earlier, if you'd like to catch the other segment that we talked about pain, I talked about how germanium has optical properties that allow for delivery of long-wave heat to the skin. And in the case of the skin, close to the surface, you've got very, very small vessels, microcirculation. Well, those vessels open up, they dilate, and with that dilation, you get increased delivery of oxygen and nutrition to the cells that are underneath the PowerStrip. And so they ramp up their metabolic activity, and a lot of people ask me, well, when that happens, isn't there more waste produced because the cells are working so much harder? And say, yes, it is. But the cool thing, the interesting thing is that on the venous side, the return side of the vascular system, those vessels dilate too. So what you've got is delivery of what cells need to work well and to function well, and then we've got the dilated vessel veins that carry away all the byproducts. So it's clearing cellular components that shouldn't be in there out very efficiently. So that's just the beginning. The heat and the dilatation of the microvasculature of the skin has a lot to do with it. In addition, in the adhesive, we've got 3 nutritional elements, a proprietary marine phytoplankton. If you do an analysis of that, and I've done many, and studied this particular marine phytoplankton that's available for this product, it has probably the best, most balanced nutrition that I've seen in any single place. And I read a lot on nutrition and have for decades. So there's this amazing nutritional element alpha-3 CMP marine phytoplankton is what it's called. And then we have germanium, and it's especially prepared germanium. I know there's a limit to your calls, so I'll try to keep this clear but brief. The germanium is prepared so that the active molecules in it are very active, and they have a longer half-life and are just more effective. Finally, we have silver. Silver is something that's been being studied more and more by science because it has strong and broad effects on microbes. It's able to kill hundreds of species of bacteria, many viruses, even protozoan infections. So as the skin on your body, wherever your issue happens to be, as those microbial levels rise, say the bacteria rises, that silver will knock it down. So again, to sum up, we've got the vessels delivering wonderful nutrition and clearing it. Great nutrition delivered to the topical portion of the skin. We've got Korean red ginseng again being delivered to the topical area of the skin, and finally silver. So it's an amazing technology that's been put together to have kind of a synergistic effect.
That's amazing. So, Dr. Gilson, you have incorporated power strips into your chiropractic practice. What have been results that your patients have experienced in terms of the skincare and nutrition aspect of the product?
It's funny because as a chiropractor, most people are walking into my door with pain. So I've been dealing mostly on the pain relief side with power strips, and we had another call all about that. And it's funny though, as patients wear them, they say, "Wow, you know what? I've noticed there's a spot here that was where I had some pain, but it was like a little spot of dry skin." A lot of people talk about like on their feet. They notice their feet are kind of dry and a little rough. And you're able to, the nice thing about that, like you just showed the power strip, you could take this and you could cut it up into smaller little sections.
Really?
And oh my gosh, you could get a lot of use out of that one power strip for, like, think of somebody, maybe a teenager with some facial issues. He has some skin problems on the face. You'll be able to cut that up and make little smaller spots, and you'll be able to wear it. I think we forwarded you the PowerPoint that you can make available to your listeners and viewers, because Dr. Saucedo did a great job of showing some before and after. And over the course of, there's a couple that I noticed were great. If you go on there, you'll see one on the face of a younger person, and I think the timeline was every night they would put the product on nightly for 6-7 hours while you're asleep. And you wake up, take it off, and then the next night do the same thing. And over the course of, I think it was 2.5 to 3 weeks, you saw a dramatic change in that skin and the complexion, the smoothness. And in the PowerPoint, it talks a lot about, and I know we have to go a little quicker, but Dr. Adam mentioned some of those nutrients. And the ginseng, the silver for the antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. Then you've got, I think the Korean red ginseng is good for the anti-inflammatory and the more firmness in the skin. And so I had a great story from the one gal, Katie. She's out in California. She's not a patient, but I sent her the power strips, and she had this problem on the back of her knee for 6 years. She's had it, and they weren't sure what it was. It just never went away. Everybody's got like a problem area somewhere. It just doesn't want to go away. And she said, well, hey, I'm going to try the power strip on there. And so she cut it into about 3 little segments, put it on for 48 hours, took it off, noticed that it was like, wow, it seemed a little worse to her. Then she did it again, 2 more days. She noticed, hey, you know what? It's scabbing up. It's going away. 2 more days. So over the course of a week, she found that it scabbed off, it went away, and she's got new pink skin underneath. She couldn't believe it. I'm telling everybody about it because, her idea is, hey, I'm a girl. I like to wear shorts, and I don't want my legs to have this stuff on it. So It's excellent. So yeah, no, my patients are noticing that too, and it's almost like, hey, you're coming here for pain relief, but you're finding some interesting results with the Power Strip in your skin care too. So yeah, check
That's
that Power Strip
amazing.
out. It gives you a lot of great information about how they work and all the details.
That's incredible. So can you share with us your personal skin nutrition experiences regarding Power Strips?
Yeah, well, my son's one of those who's a teenager, and he's been using it on his face, and he's noticing some changes there. It's clearing up a little bit. I'm trying to think of who else in my family, mostly because they're athletes, have mostly been doing for the pain. My wife has been noticing that too. She said, hey, well, I'm going to start using these too. Hey, we're getting into our 40s and close to 50, so everybody's got some little spots that they want to kind of like firm up and wrinkles and that kind of thing. So she's starting to use it now too. So yeah, we're kind of just in the starting point of the nutritional skin care. But I'm hearing unbelievable testimonies from all over the place.
That's fantastic. So